Yo, what's up? Bob here. Record Store Day Black Friday is on. It is currently 5:39. It's 52 degrees. I did bring a jacket this time, and I am moving towards the comic book shop. I'm gonna try to go scope that out and see if I can't get in there a bit early. I bet there's no one out here, and that's gonna work in my advantage big time. So, yeah, let's get started.
Morning.
What you hunting for today?
I'm not even sure at this point.
So this time, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even flip through the box. I saw that we got the Grateful Dead or the Jerry Garcia box, but I didn't even flip through the box.
Okay.
And normally I do, just because curious, but I thought of that this morning. People are gonna ask me, did you get this? And I'm gonna be like, I literally have no idea.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Sure.
There will be some old ones on that side.
So, I got some pretty good things at the comic book shop. Now I'm going to head over to A Better Days Records at its brand new locationing, the grand opening today, Record Store Day Black Friday.
Hey Dan. Yep. Store looks great.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so it's about 11 o'clock now, and I went home and had a little lunch, a little bit of leftover turkey, if you know what I mean, and there's a couple more shops about to open, one at noon in particular. I'm still kind of looking for that Sonny Rollins record. I was on the fence about it. You know, it is $75, but you know what? 2020's been a tough year, and I said, you know, what the hell? If I see it, I'm getting it. Period. I don't even care. You only live once, folks. The decision that I made to go to the comic book shop instead of Better Days first kind of paid off, because there's a dude that gets to Better Days at like 1:30 in the morning, and he's after all the jazz. I went to the comic book shop. I was fourth in line, and turns out I got some pretty great stuff there. So, obviously didn't get the Sonny Rollins, but that's not the point. I got some great stuff there. It paid off. I'm glad I went. Then I went over to Better Days and got some more awesome things. So I'm having a great Record Store Day Black Friday so far. Yeah, it's been a really good day so far. So, yeah, here we go. Gonna keep on going.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, it's all right.
I mean, that's cool.
I did all right.
You know.
I did all right.
Yeah, you
It's
got
just-
a great stack of records right there. So, you
When
know.
you're looking for one, I've been there like
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Right, of course, yeah.
Record Store Day Black Friday 2020 is officially over. This year, Record Store Day was a long journey, actually, and we can finally put 2020 and the Record Store Day saga to bed. It's over. I had a fantastic time. I got up fairly early, and you know, I found some great records, and the only thing left to do is show them to you guys. So let's get started. Here we go. Coming in hot, Bam, Doyle Bramhall, Susan Tedeschi, and Derek Trucks, Be Here Now. That's right. This is a cover of a George Harrison tune, right? And here's the back. It's on black vinyl. This is on Surf Dog. And there's a vocal version and an instrumental version. This is beautiful. It was $10, but I'm a huge fan of everyone involved. It's also for the Turn Up for Recovery Foundation, I guess. So there's a portion of the sales that are going to go to that. And man, this thing just sounds wonderful. So you should definitely get that if you're into beautiful sounding slide guitar and perfectly delivered vocals. Yeah, definitely. Next. Yeah. I was looking for this hard, and I'm so glad I found it. Bam! The Jazz Dispensary Orange Sunset. By the way, everything's been open. I've listened to most everything at this point, and I'm super stoked on all of it. So, it's all flat.
It's flat.
So, the Jazz Dispensary Orange Sunset, right? This is like a compilation of incredibly funky tunes, right? And, I mean, it is super funky. It's just got this ultimately cool artwork. I love that. It's on this crazy looking, they call it Starburst vinyl. It's really cool looking. It's got that cool center label there. This is super funky. If you've gotten any of the Jazz Dispensary releases in the past, they're usually really solid. This one right here is maybe the funkiest one yet. It's really good. I mean, they're all good, but I'm really excited about that one. It's super cool. It sounds amazing. Another one off the list that I said I was going to get here. Boom. Beastie Boys. Some old bullshit. That's right. Cookie Puss. Yeah, that's right. It's on here. Egg Raid on Mojo. This is super early Beastie Boys stuff. On white vinyl. It's in this weird kind of waxy sleeve right now. So, I can get it out if you want, just so you can see the Grand Royal label there. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, Grand Royal, yeah. White vinyl. That's cool, right? Beastie Boys. You can't go wrong with the little Beastie Boys. I do love them quite a bit, and I was super glad to get that. That was a little expensive. I think that was $30, and a little more than I thought that should have been. But it's cool, and I wanted to get it, so I did. No Business, Curtis Knight and the Squires. The PPX Sessions Volume 2. You might recognize this fella here. Yeah, that's right. That's James Marshall Hendricks. If you are still hungry after eating all that turkey yesterday, I hope you have room for a little Stratocaster Master Souffle. That's right. Actually, Jimmy plays quite a bit of instruments on this. He plays an 8-string bass, he plays regular bass, he plays electric guitar, and contributes to the vocals quite a bit. As soon as you put this on, the unmistakable sound of Jimi Hendrix comes blasting out of the speakers. This is pretty cool. This is incredible. It's actually on brown, kind of a caramel colored vinyl. I'm being very generous with that description. But this is a cool record. $20-something, not bad. Flat as a pancake. Let's get serious.
Can we get serious?
Yep. Let's get serious, folks. If you recall, last year on Record Store Day Black Friday, there was a Johnny Griffin release on, that's right, Reel to Reel. This year, it's this, boom. The George Coleman Quintet in Baltimore. This record opens with a track where George Coleman is just blasting out these kind of staccato notes, and it just sounds unbelievable. This is a great, great sounding record. Mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent audio, right? But it's from the original master tapes, and this sounds incredible. Wasn't much. It's in the $20 range. Definitely should be on your list. It's gonna be around. People are sleeping on this. You definitely shouldn't be. You should definitely get this. The George Coleman Quintet. It sounds spectacular. It's really good. It's on reel to reel. They haven't let me down yet. It's really, really good. Now, let's get into something else here. Yes, I do have more Record Store Day purchases. That said, this year I did something that I don't normally do. You see, my friend Ben, who owns Better Days Records, moved. And not only was today Record Store Day Black Friday, it was also kind of the grand opening of their new location. So there was some really nice titles in the mix. Yeah. So I grabbed a few additional titles, right? Here's one in the $20 range, right? Bam! Yeah, that's right. Mingus. That's right. Mingus. Yeah, this is a heater of a record. It's on Impulse. That's right. It's $20. That's because it's on this. That's right. Green and purple center labeled. But this is just super clean and sounds amazing. This is an amazing sounding pressing, actually. Cut really hot. And the source material here is fantastic. Mingus putting down those heavy grooves, and man, this thing just sounds incredible. Mingus. Whoo! I was super glad to get that. When I walked into Better Days, I went down the wall of RSD stuff, and I was looking for, Sonny Rollins. Let's get real, right? Sonny Rollins was nowhere to be found. Herbie Hancock, nowhere to be found, okay? But then I saw it. A grail on the wall. There were people crowding around me as I was right in front of it. And like snatching a pebble from a kung fu master's hand,
And bang!
the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Electric Ladyland. Have you ever been to Electric Ladyland? Oh, God. So, I wanted this so badly. This is the missing piece of my Hendrix collection. That's right, the Naked Lady Electric Ladyland cover. Bam, this one's on Polydor. It's on stereo copy. It sounds incredible, by the way. I believe on Electric Ladyland, you kind of want the second pressings or, somewhere, because there was some a phasing issue. There's no phasing issue. It's out of phase purposely so that you get this kind of 3D effect on the phasing. And when they pressed it, they flipped it back to the way it should be, and it destroyed their stereo field. So I might be wrong about that, but I don't think so. And so you don't want the very first press of this record. Maybe for collectible purposes, and I have a beautiful US pressing of this record. It is beautiful. Mint. I would dare to say mint. That said, this one is very clean, very, very clean. UK and on Polydor. Yeah, it is. It's just fantastic. I've been trying to get this. Thank you, Ben, for putting this out on the wall. Bam! That's right. Oh, God, I can't believe I got that. And I've been wanting that for ages, and I've been having a super hard time finding one at an affordable price that was even relatively clean, and that's everything that I needed. So, bam! Anyway. Next, at the comic book shop. Everybody, here's the deal. Let's get into this for a second. This year's Record Store Day was interesting because it wasn't just record collectors out there. Anytime the Stones or the Beatles have some type of release, you get straight up Beatles and Stones collectors there. So, like a bunch of the guys there were trying to get that hand-poured Let It Bleed. The $99 one that's in a single sleeve jacket and comes with a piece of paper that says, this is a record. Yeah, it's cool. It's colored vinyl, whatever. The point, I love Let It Bleed. It's a great album. But anyway, so there was a bunch of guys there like, yeah, we're here for the Let It Bleed. I hope they have one, which they didn't, by the way. So I knew that I was pretty safe on the jazz thing. But then a dude showed up and he was behind me, and I know he's a jazz guy, and I was like, damn, I gotta be careful here. So I was fourth in line. We go in. I see the Beasties. Boom, I grab it. I see the Curtis Knight and the Squires record. Boom, I grab it. I go around to the other side. I'm looking for Sonny Rollins, of course. I don't see him. But then I see over on the other side. There it is. Bam. Bill Evans live at Ronnie Scott's. And I reach across and grab it. And I've got it. I've got it. Now, I haven't been successful on one of these Bill Evans things in a while. You guys know this. If you're watching the videos, you know that I've struck out quite a bit. I have Live at the Top of the Gate, from a few years back, and now I have this one. Let's get into some things about the sonics of this record. This is more of an archival record. It's not really an audiophile record, per se. A lot of people kind of associate Resonance with the audiophile thing because they have these wonderful titles by these wonderful musicians. But a lot of these recordings are found recordings that people have been sitting on for years, and they're only okay. Jack DeJohnette, right? He put a recorder next to the drum kit in between him and the bass and Bill, and as a result, right, they got these recordings. They're okay. To my ears, they're a little distorted, but it's fantastic material. They're playing great. It's just the quality is of like, say you had a Maxell tape in one of those little tape decks from when you were a kid and you push both buttons at once. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But it's pretty cool. Mastered by Bernie Grundman. Pressed at RTI. Beautiful packaging, right? On that Resonance label. Super glad to get this. It's really cool. And they play great on this. So, yeah. Bill Evans. Live at Ronnie Scott's. Yeah. Very cool. Eddie Gomez. Jack DeJohnette. Yeah, really cool. Now, if you were paying attention at the top of the video, I went back out at about 11 o'clock, and I went down to Underground Sounds, and then I was going to go over to Matt Anthony's because I'm still trying to find the Sonny Rollins and the Herbie Hancock, right? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody in town got the Herbie Hancock. Not a single store. But I'm still going to try to get it. That said, I was going into Underground Sounds, and there was nobody around. And I forgot my mask. So I doubled back to go back to my car parked on the street. And as I was coming back, I seen a dude jump out of his truck and run in the door. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. So I go in behind him. There's one crate of records. He gets in there, and as I'm watching him dig through the crate, the owner is asking me, "What are you here for?" I said, "Sonny Rollins." Right as I said that, the owner says, "Yeah, there's one in the crate." The guy in front of me, I watch him pull it out and stick it in his pile, and I'm like, "Son of a," So the guy turns around and says, "I'm ready to go." And I said, "Yeah, me too. Take it easy." And all of a sudden, the guy says, "Hey, wait a minute. Where were you after?" And I said, "Well, I was after the Sonny Rollins." And he says, "Here. You can have it." I said, "No, you don't have to do that." And he said, "No. You can take it. I've got a whole handful of awesome records." And he did, by the way. He had the Bill Evans, he had the George Coleman, he had everything. And I said, "Wow, man, thanks." And I got this record right here. Bam, Sonny Rollins, in Holland, right? This is a 3 LP set. This is mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio, right? And pressed at RTI, of course. Now, let's get into this. I paid $65 for this. It said $75 on the site, so I was pretty okay with that. I was like, okay, cool, right? Everything's nice and flat, epic looking artwork, right? It's got these cool labels, right? Here's the deal. It's a mixture of live shows from when Sonny Rollins was in Holland. He's got 2 straight up murderers in his band. I mean, these guys are straight virtuosos. They're killer. Sonny's in top form. He's playing really good, really well. And I would say that 5 out of the 6 sides are pretty archival quality. They're live performance shows, and they have a range of sound quality, right? But side 2 of the first disc sounds incredible. I mean, it sounds absolutely spectacular. One side of these 3 discs sounds so unbelievable. When I turned it on, I immediately stopped, lifted the stylus, and placed it back at the beginning and started it over again. I immediately started shooting video of it with my cell phone and sending it to all my friends. Like, listen to this. This is incredible. I don't know if that one side's worth $64, but I can tell you this. There's a lot of music on here. They play through most of Sonny Rollins' big tunes, and it's a real kind of document of what was going on with him at that time. I love Sonny Rollins, and this year has been particularly kind of a shit year. So I decided, like, you know what? Whatever I'm just going to get whatever I want. So I wanted this, and I got it. Yeah, it was expensive, but it's only $15 more than a MoFi or, a Analog Productions or something. So, and it's 3 LP, so, and after all, it is Kevin Gray, RTI. I mean, it's all the stuff. It's all the stuff. It's all the stuff. I just had a ball today. I got to be honest, and this is probably been my favorite record store day this year. Doyle, Sonny, Bill, Jimmy, Mingus, George Coleman, yeah, Curtis Knight, and the Squires, featuring Mr. Jimi Hendrix, Beasties, yeah. And the Jazz Dispensary, dude, this thing is funky, okay? Anyhow, please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment down below. I got lots of cool videos coming. Listen, you know what's going on. They've been running all kinds of sales on the Blue Note site, on everything. The Blue Note site was running a 30% off sale on the whole site. What do you think happened, guys? Yeah, I think you might know. Anyway, I got a whole crate full of straight fire over there that I need to show you guys. I got all kinds of stuff. And, yeah, things are starting to look up already. So, on that note, until we meet again, that's right, Bob out.